Mix 93.8.
Come up on stage and done
A quick guest appearance.
A quick guest appearance. Yeah.
When you talk about that, and you talk about people coming up on stage, and this happens in some of your shows. You introduce different people, but somebody's just said to me, Johnny did a show in London many years ago, and in a song about Madiba, which can only be Asimbonanga, Madiba himself walked onto the stage. Planned or surprise was the question.
I was ambushed. It wasn't in London. It was in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
In 1997.
Yeah.
And we had been booked to do a show for the German government. While we were touring in Germany, they said, "Can you do this show? It's for a bunch of NGOs, 2,000 attendees. It's an international conference, and we need somebody to close, and we think you're the guys." So it wasn't on our tour schedule. So we went there and we did it. And I didn't know, but Mandela had been the keynote speaker at this conference. And so when we started, we finished the show with Asimbonanga. In the middle of the first chorus, the crowd went, "Wow!" And I thought to myself, they know my song. Isn't that amazing? And in fact, he had walked on behind me. I didn't know.
Wow. It's a goosebump moment.
Yeah, so then in another place, which was like the beginning of the verse, there was another, "Wow," because he was waving. And people started waving. So I thought, no, there's something wrong here. And I turned around and there he was. So it was an ambush moment for me. But happily, it turned out to be a very, very open, intimate, and flowing circumstance. You know, I asked him to say something, and he said the most remarkable thing. He said, "Music makes me at peace with the world, and makes me at peace with myself." And then he said, "You know, I don't see anybody dancing. Come on, Johnny, let's do another sort of chorus." It was fantastic.
What a man. It was a tragic loss for our country. Yes. And the few people that had got to spend some time with him and meet him, etc., I think are very, very fortunate. We're chatting to Johnny Clegg, chatting about his concert coming up at the Teatro at Monte Casino. When we come back, we're going to be asking you a question. Also chatting a little bit, Johnny, if you don't mind, about your brand new album, because there's a new one.